What inspired me to become an attorney was my experiences in working in the court system back when I was in college at Northeastern University in Boston. I worked at Roxbury District Court. I was an assistant to the head of probation, and I interacted daily with a lot of attorneys. I didn't have the experience of actually growing up with attorneys, and having that experience when I was in college to interact in court with them, I found to be an inspiration for me to want to go on to law school myself after I got my degree from Northeastern. I think there are a number of qualities that make anybody successful as an attorney. But the first goal that you have to have is you have to care about the client. You have to want to know what their issues are, what their problems are, why they're coming to you, and what solutions you can provide to them. And it's a very difficult thing because when they're coming to see you, very often it's for most some of the worst moments in their life. If the injuries that they have sustained affect their work, it affect their personal life, it affect everything about them, and they're not happy, and they're many times in a lot of pain, and it affects different aspects of their life in a way that, how do I describe it? It's something that's very challenging, and you have to be supportive, but at the same time, you have to make them understand that time is an essential element of their case, and they have to get whatever it is that has happened to them determined, and then we have to get an understanding of what needs to be done to be able to help and fix that. I can say, in going on almost 24 years with our firm, that there has never been an occasion in which I've been denied any resources I felt were necessary. I've never been second-guessed. I've never been undermined in terms of resources I felt were necessary, from accident reconstruction, from engineers, from retaining consulting doctors, from meetings with doctors, treating doctors, and spending the money necessary to build the case. Eddie and Chuck have been exceptionally supportive of all that, even when many times that the money that is spent on a case sometimes does not result in the outcome that we had initially hoped for. But the only way you can do that is by showing good judgment and pursuing that, which again gets back to the importance of having an understanding of what the needs are for each individual case. One size does not fit all. Each case has its own requirements to look at and have an understanding of what needs to be developed. And it can get very complicated. And when a client doesn't do things in a timely fashion and resists, that can create real complications. But there has never been an occasion in my career in which Chuck or Eddie has been anything other than supportive of what we were attempting to do. You have to decide at what price winning is and what it means to win. That's a generalized phrase that can have a lot of danger to it. I think if you lose your sense of ethics, if you lose your sense of morality in the desire to win, you could compromise some things that make you not only not a winner, but a real loser. So winning is important on behalf of the client, but you should never lose the goals that you're seeking should never be compromised by compromising your morality or your responsibilities to higher purpose.